I bet I can explain FM synthesis in a way that you finally understand it. If I do, you owe me a follow. FM synthesis stands for frequency modulation. Frequency, pitch, modulation, changing. All we're doing is taking a wave and changing the frequency of that wave using another wave. The wave which is frequency we're changing is called the carrier wave, and the other one is called the modulator. Now, if the frequency of the modulator wave is, say, 1 hertz, that means I'm bringing the pitch up and back down 1 time a second. The human ear can detect between 20 and 20,000 hertz. So as I push the frequency of the modulator wave past 20 hertz, my human brain will start to perceive that frequency. This here is operator, and it's Ableton's stock FM plugin. Yep, you already have one right in your DAW. This wave down here is our carrier wave, and this second one is going to be our modulator. I'm going to crank up the level and start us off at 10 hertz. Since it's below 20 hertz, it's going to sound like a vibrato. As I crank it up past 20, you're going to stop hearing it as a vibrato and start hearing it as another frequency that's emerging through the initial frequency. It sounds kind of digital and very cool. That frequency you heard sweeping up was the modulator's frequency, shining through the carrier. This and many other FM synthesizers allows you to establish the frequency of the modulator either via a predetermined frequency, which is what we just did, or as a ratio of the carrier frequency. This is cool because it means that as I play different notes, the frequency of the modulator wave is also moving. Now, the really sexy thing about FM synthesis is that it produces what we call sidebands. So even if my carrier wave is just a sine wave and it has no overtones, the modulator is producing sidebands, other frequencies around that central. That's right, not just overtones, but undertones, meaning we're looking at negative frequencies. And I know you're wondering, well, what the hell is a negative frequency? It's a positive one with the phase canceled out. Now, depending on the ratio between the carrier and the modulator, some of those positive frequencies will cancel out with their corresponding negative one, some will not. The ratio between the carrier and the modulator will dictate the final texture that you've created. And there's a lot of math behind this that I'm more than happy to get into, but I wouldn't dare do without your consent. So leave in the comments if you're at all interested. I have the ratio here set to 1, meaning the modulator's frequency is the same as the carrier's. My modulator is totally silent, so it's not doing anything right now. And all I'm hearing is the sine wave that my carrier is. As I crank it up, we're going to get those sidebands and overtones coming out. Is that a saw wave I'm looking at? Yes, it is. The math actually works out so that when the ratio between the carrier and modulator frequency is 1, you just get a saw wave. Side note, if you're a house head, FM synthesis is a really great way to get a simple housey bass. Course is just indicating the ratio between the carrier and the modulator frequency. As I crank it up, we're going to start to hear a little something called the harmonic series. The higher that ratio is, the more overtones I'm getting, and the brighter and tinier the sound gets. If I click down here, I can see all these different algorithms for how those oscillators affect each other. In this algorithm, oscillator D modulates oscillator C, modulates oscillator B, modulates carrier A. Okay, that's about all I can justifiably fit in a 3-minute video. Obviously, the most important thing is to understand what FM synthesis sounds like, but if you do want to understand the math, I will make another 6-part series talking about it. That's it for today. Like and follow for more nerdy sound content.